Yeah, a very long inning offensively on their part. 45 pitches is a high number. And then, a couple of walks mixed in with a couple of 3-2 pitches that were up in the strike zone. The fastball to Hardy, the 3-2 curveball to Reimold, 2 swings of the bat, as they're very capable of doing at any point in the lineup, is to drive the ball to the ballpark. And then we have an extended inning on our own right, and with the number of pitches thrown by Drew, the time that he sat on the bench, when he started the third inning, it looked like his stuff was backing up a little bit. Felt like we needed to go to the bullpen at that point.
John, how unexpected was that from Pomeranz, given how well he pitched over the last 6 or 7 starts?
Yeah, I thought he came out even with the added days of rest with increased power. First inning, he gets through things in good shape, but maybe the lack of consistent command was the difference in this one. And then they get in some fastball or some hitter counts, and so it was a little bit of surprise. We certainly expected, Drew, particularly with a couple of added days of rest, to maybe be a little bit more sharp. I'm sorry?
How much, Drew was up in the zone?
Yeah, command. Command was less than what he's been demonstrating probably the last 4 or 5 times to the mound. So that contributed to the high number of pitches thrown, working behind the count, the walks that were mixed in, and then, again, a couple of key spots, 5 runs and 2 swings.
How much has Kelly impressed you since he came back, and how much do you think he could be working himself into some bigger situations out there?
You love the fact that he's got multi-inning capability, and you're not really concerned right, left with the power that he's demonstrating. I think he's doing a very good job of keeping the ball in the lane that he's intending to go, and that's probably the biggest thing with Joe. He's thrown some breaking balls to put some hitters away with, but I think he looks extremely comfortable coming in out of the bullpen.
Can you talk about no pinch hitting for Hennigan in the 6th?
Yeah, where we were there, knowing that you got 3 innings left, realized we've got a couple of, catchers that we could go to. But if we're in a first and second situation, in other words, if Jackie gets on there, we're likely to bunt guys into scoring position. But I thought the way Ryan was running the game, we had 3 shots still to get at them. We had many opportunities with men in scoring position, didn't come through. But I don't know that pinch hit is the difference in this game.
How pleased have you been with the bullpen as a whole, today and Sunday, going long and keeping the other team off the board for a while?
They've come in and done their job. The fact that you can add a couple of arms, you can rotate some people through, they're getting proper rest. That's probably the best way I can describe it, Tim, is they come to the mound rested, they're able to use their stuff, in combination with starters relatively going deep, albeit 2 of the last 3 days. But they've kept us in ball game. Tonight, an outstanding job on their part. 1 run in 7 innings pitched tonight. They gave us an opportunity to get back in this one.
Another home sellout. Want to talk about David Ortiz. Obviously, there's urgency coming down the stretch with the playoff race. Another, when you're playing a team in division, when you start checking off David's final home games, final games of his career, there's kind of energy that comes along with his teammates wanting to win for him. Is there also maybe a double-edged sword of them being a little bit tight because of that urgency?
No. We know where we are in the schedule. We know what's ahead of us. So I don't think David's presence is anything but a positive in our lineup.
John, besides just the standings in the AL East, how tough is this division?
It might be the toughest division in baseball when you consider the strengths of the individual clubs, the ballparks in which we play. You're going to go up against a team that anybody in our division, even with the standings as they are, you look at where Tampa is, they're going to come in and they're going to pitch extremely well against anyone. And so there's no give-me's in this division at all. And you kind of like the fact that everyone is back in division play, so the schedule kind of evens out to a certain extent. But this is a year over year is an extremely difficult division, and this year is certainly no different.